call that
Arts.
I call that just basic human rights, and you really shouldn't. I just think you really shouldn't cross that line. I mean, if you're in a relationship, you got to have trust, and if you don't have trust, then you might as well screw off, right?
Yeah, and it leads people to screw off because you're wondering, well, if they want me to do that, if you say I'm so bad, I'm going to be bad because I might be missing something. So I just want to experience what it's like to be bad,
Eventually, yeah. I think you should anyway. Well, fuck it. It's like kind of that fuck it, if I'm going to be accused of it, why the hell don't I?
Exactly. And why wouldn't you try it? It's like, well, I must be missing something. And obviously the person that's accusing of you has already done it. Yeah. So I want to see what you felt like.
Not all the time. Sometimes I think people are just paranoid, really,
Mm-hmm.
Or just afraid, or their hearts have been broken before. I mean, it's just a part of life, and for everybody, it's a little bit different,
Yeah, I blame a lot.
Yeah, blame a lot of it on what?
Well, I blame a lot of that on crack.
Crack kills.
Yeah, sit around smoking crack, you're paranoid. My phone's being bugged. There's cops waiting outside for me. Don't say anything else. And like, where you been? What are you doing? I was like, it's all crap because everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do as long as nobody gets hurt.
That's right. I can't not agree with that. That's about right. We've got Diane in the shout box saying hi from fans in Massachusetts. Sound good. Hi to Ronnie.
Hello, Massachusetts. Diane, I hope everything's fine out there. I think you had a big storm here recently. I hope everything's good about that.
Yep. And we got Sam that just popped up, wants to hear Down on Me. And maybe we should have saved that one because we just played it. You just missed it. But maybe...
Well, I think we might play a live here. By the end of it, we'll play a live for them.
Oh, hell, that's cool. Yeah, you can't beat that, right?
Yeah,
We got Ruth saying yay, and of course we got our cheerleader Julie, who has been here to help us out with the sound checks and stuff like that. Been an awesome support. Thank you, Julie.
The thing about most of our songs is they all deal with the human arena, and there's not really a lot of things that we write about that aren't, like, per se, towards anybody. They're not directed towards anybody personally. They're general enough to where everybody feels things that they don't necessarily want to say because they don't want to upset their partner, or they don't want to ruffle feathers where they might not be able to invite it to whatever reason. And we feel that in a song, in that 3 minutes, you should tell the truth about things that, everybody feels that they want to say.
Things that would cause a fight, right?
Well, no fighting at all is involved in anything that we do. Although there's a lot of attacking going on at times, but definitely it's about, just the human drama and trying to expose things that everybody feels, but a lot of people can't either voice them or don't know how or don't have the medium to do it. So luckily we feel strong enough that when we do write for that 3 minutes, we want to bring attention towards that.
I think you're totally right, and I see that. I've been checking out your Facebook for about a year now, as long as we've been chatting, and I see that. I mean, you can post a little paragraph, two or three sentences, and have just hundreds of people respond to it and be moved by it, and I think that's a pretty amazing thing.
Well, it's because the people are amazing, and they're all as much goatskins as we are. You know what I mean? And it's nice to be able to communicate with people who feel the same way, and who, I feel that anybody who supports us or listens to us or not really agrees but is on the same wavelength is as much a goatskin as we are. You know what I mean? I like to think of it more as a way of life instead of just being like a band. Like, here we are with the do-do-do-do's, and this is what we do, and we write about my life and about what I've done, and it's like, we never write about, it's nothing to do with us personally. It's about to do with everybody and everything, and you know what I mean?
Ronnie's often been known to say the things that everybody thinks nobody really wants to get into. He brings it out, and people can relate.
Yep, I think that's cool. So good for you. So goatskins, as you say, we're all goatskins. If you support the goatskins, you're a goatskin, which is pretty cool, and I do like that attitude. So where did you get the name?
Well, back in I don't know, the early 90s. We were both in different bands. Ronnie was in the Skin Crawl, and I had a band called the Psychedelic. And one day, you know, the bands were kind of, you know, going their own ways and stuff, and we just got together and played a couple things with Andy Moore, who used to be in the Psychedelic, and with Scott Redding from the Skin Crawl, and that was our first little side project we called the Goatskins. Kind of went from there. And then I'd say we went a couple of years, and we had opened a record store selling, you know, trying to do something hip in our hometown of Jamestown. And, you know, we were just sitting there. Nobody ever came in to buy anything. So one day I just brought my guitar down. It was, I believe, Christmas Eve of, I don't know, 1990-something,
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. And this was at a time when, like, there was still, like, CDs were just coming out and everything was still cassette and, you know, 8-tracks and stuff like that. So the things that we were selling or that we were trying to sell were more like, you know, underground grunge, like, that weren't very popular in our, if you understood our hometown, you'd know a lot more about what I'm talking about. But it's very, very backwoods, and, you know, they're getting a little hipper now because there's some very cool people left there. But for the most part, actually, I don't even want to talk about it. I'd rather go on to something else. You know, I don't really care about my hometown too much because they're really self-indulgent and they don't do much to support anybody other than the circle that they're in.
Well, you've got me interested in where this place is then.
It's a little place upstate New York, just south of Buffalo.
Oh, yeah?
And, I mean, it's really great. There's so much talent there, but everything seems so closed in that they don't, I'm not saying they don't support each other. I mean, they do support each other as long as you're in their little circle. But if you don't, well, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just that
I can dig it. I can dig it. Really, you don't have to say anymore. I'm from small towns in upper state New York, north of Buffalo, and it's just a small town mentality. And the one thing I always loved about them small towns is, you know what, everybody did know everybody, and that sucked in certain ways. And you did have your, you know, people with discretions and stuff like that.
right.
Look so down upon other people, and you have that everywhere you go, you know.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you what, with my friends, you know, back at home, you know, I could go there now. I haven't been there in like 15 years. I could go there now, show up at their doorsteps, and, you know, have somebody harassing me or something like that, and they would take care of them in an instant for me.
Right.
Because you know, that's also one of the good things about it is, you know, when you're fans with people or when you're friends with people.
Right.
It was cool like that, you know.
I remember back when I was playing with the band, the Skin Crawl, and we were one of the bands that actually got the jobs in the bars when nobody was hiring bands, really. And I got pretty much kicked out of that band because I would use a lot of our own playing time to get the younger bands to play with us, and I would tell the bar owners that I'm not going to play until, you know, like this younger band gets to open up for us or whatever, so that they would have a chance to play where they obviously wouldn't have been able to play before. And as time went by, the bands that I did give an opportunity to never once thanked us or anything. Not that it's for that, but I mean, some kind of acknowledgement would have been nice, you know. But
It would be. But you know what? If we all did nice things, you know, to expect something back in return, then it just wouldn't be genuine, you know?
yeah, but yeah, it's all good. I mean, I don't have anything
It
good or
is.
bad to
It
say
is
about
all
them. I just don't
good.
really say much about them. You know, we just
We've
go
got
on with our
people
own
shout-
thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know.
hear you. We've got people out in the shout box. We got Tom Hallett. Hey, Ron. And,
Tom used to do
Will-
atmospherics in one of our early projects. He actually did the atmospherics on keyboard for a lot of things and added a lot of the psychedelia that we first started out doing because of his
Oh,
keyboard.
that is cool.
Yeah, Tom was always
Hello,
a good.
Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello,
Cheers,
Tom.
buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he was a great man.
That's awesome. He says we miss you guys in New York.
Thank you, man. We miss you
Yep.
guys too.
We got Sheppy that says, ask Ronnie how he likes his new tat.
Ooh.
Oh, that was actually it's my first tat, and I always swore that I would never get a tattoo because I'm afraid of needles ever since. Well, for whatever reason, but Anyhow, I did want to get a goatskin tattoo because I figured this is a lifelong thing, and it's something I really believe in. It's like getting a Marine tattoo if I was going to be a Marine. And to me, I feel like I'm an guerrilla down here in the trenches with the music. And it's just my way of saying this is what I am for life. I'm a musician for the people for life.
Yeah. I already had mine.
In other words, I'd say you love it.
Ronnie's
well,
first.
I love it.
Took it like a man too.
Yeah.
Didn't even cry.
I laughed during mine. They nicknamed me the Giggler. Ruth says, "Come home. I miss you both." We got Diane. Thanks for the shout out. We all started cheering here, and Paul Prozac.
Paulie's been a soldier since the beginning. Paulie's one of our. If it wasn't for Paulie, actually, a lot of our hometown people would have forgot about us. But he keeps things going a lot for a lot of people that don't respect him. And that guy really needs a whole lot more respect than he gets in that town. And
he's got some respect right here.
Yeah, well,
he's from us always.
Paulie is definitely we love you, man. You're like one of you're the sixth goat, seventh goat. You're like one of us, man.
Part of the family.
And if it wasn't for him, a lot of things wouldn't have been made possible because of him. He's definitely
this Black Ganja hit crew, baby. Goatskins are for real.
Man. We got to be real. I mean, we tried to be fake, but not everybody knows how to use a hologram.
Yeah, I heard that. Sounds cool. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and y'all go ahead keep chatting in the shout box. We love it, and I'm gonna go ahead and play a song for y'all. Let's have some Whirlwind. I do dig this one, and actually I know you guys just requested Velvet Field, so let me give you that one. Enjoy.